Well, the countdown is on with the midterms. With just 13 days to go, the Senate race in Indiana is now one of the closest in America.
A Real Clear Politics poll shows Democratic Senator Joe Donnelly and his Republican challenger, Mike Braun, are neck and neck. And joining us now is Senate candidate Mike Braun. Good morning to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Braun, for being with us.
Hey, good to be on.
All right, neck and neck. What do you want to tell the folks who can go to the polls in your state?
Well, I think the whole reason I ran is because of the new agenda that's out there. I've been a business guy my entire life, did serve in our legislature for 3 years, but the real reason I'm doing it is I see an opportunity here that has not been around. And I think that with the agenda working, with tax reform that I always preach, share the benefits with your employees, I'm anxious to take on the cost of health care. Did it 10 years ago in my own business, and I think it's a new dynamic. I think there are going to be other folks drawn into the process because it doesn't look like business as usual.
Sure. Joe Donnelly, who has been in the Senate for a while, he voted against Judge Kavanaugh's confirmation of the Supreme Court. And we haven't really heard him talk about the caravan. What is your opinion regarding that? Because a lot of top Democrats are reluctant to even go there because they prefer to talk about health care.
Well, and I think health care is the most important issue that I'm seeing out there, but border security is as well. Here in the Hoosier State, border security and cost of health care, and actually folks worried about Social Security and Medicare being sound when they need it. So the caravan looks, frightening when you see what looks like an armada headed your way in a brazen way that looks like it's going to try to breach the border. To me, it's symptomatic of the fact that we've not, put any discipline on the border. And I think a lot of problems are associated with it. Thank goodness President Trump's taking it seriously, and I like the fact that he's going to draw the line here, that you can't march forward and intend to blast through the border. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out, but I think it's going to be the defining issue in terms of what we do with border security.
All right. Well, you are surging. Only 2 more weeks to go. I know your opponent voted against Kavanaugh, right?
He did, and from that point, you can measure it. In our internals and some other polls, we've built I think 4 to 5 point lead, and that was the catalyst. I think it also exposed kind of an ugly underbelly to how the other side litigates any issue. It's mostly on kind of demonizing and, just trying to tear down. And I think the public is really starving for some real solutions, not to where you're trying to tear folks down.
Well, we'll have a solution 2 weeks from yesterday. Mr. Braun, thank you very much for joining us live from Indianapolis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
We did reach out to Joe Donnelly, his campaign, and we didn't hear back from them.
But we'd love to talk to him before the election.
We would.
All right.